All right, good morning, everyone. We are at the shop. I've already been running around wide open. Omar and them are over there in their service truck. Get ready to head out. Fred's heading to haul a couple loads of boulders for a buddy of ours, and then he's gonna head over to the dirt job. He's got to cut out early today, and then Oscar's already headed over there to the pile of dirt, which I'm sure truck's already lined up because we tell them 7:30 and they'll get there at 6:30 and try to start their clock. I don't understand them sometimes, but so yeah, that's that. And then I'm gonna head to the Dozer, and then fuel it up and see what kind of mess that guy made. Oh, and I got to stop by and pay one of those trucking companies that's been helping us. So that's where we're at. So I'll see you guys over at the job. All right, so I'm leaving the trucking company. This is their yard. Used to be old Peterbilt dealership, and then they moved to a new one, and they moved over here. But this yard's normally full of trucks. That shows you how busy these people stay. But unfortunately, the guy, I don't know if he didn't understand what I was asking or for Saturday, but right now I don't have any trucks from this company over at the job. And he said he might cut one loose today, and I thought I was gonna have 5, so that's really messing me up, but it happens. We'll work around it, get it figured out. I'm gonna head on over here to the Dozer. Fortunately, this place is literally like 2 minutes from where the Dozer's at, so I'm gonna go ahead and head over here, fuel up the Dozer, start pushing. I'm sure they already got some piles loaded up for me, and so I'll meet you at the job site. All right, so I'm getting this thing filled up. It's pretty much empty. So again, I'm not getting any trucks from that company today, except for maybe one, it looks like. And the guy that's pushing the dirt up this weekend, he did fine. He made a ramp for them to back up. I was trying to keep all this level for water runoff so they wouldn't eat up their yard. But as you can see, he just made a giant ramp. So I may dress that up later. But yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, let me get this thing fueled up and warmed up and start getting the stuff pushed up for the drivers start really rolling in, because the first truck just left with that load right there dumped. So, all right, let me wrap this up and I'll catch y'all in a little bit. All right, well, good news from the trucking company, the one I was just talking about. He's definitely got me one truck coming, and then he said he's working on 2 more, so that'll be nice, because I got to get that dirt out of there. So updating y'all on that. All right, so this is like 4 hours later. You can see I've got it kind of steeper now. Before, the kid that was running it this weekend had the slope like all the way out to here, and it was just eating up their yard, because that's where they put their red dirt, so they couldn't even get to it. So got that cleaned up, and it's no, it wasn't a big deal. I think it might have been the trucking company's son. I don't know. Is a kid in high school. I mean, he did okay, but just it's better to have that pile more steep, because when trucks back up a hill and dump, it sounds well and good, but the stuff doesn't come out of the bed very well unless they're backing, dumping off the, like over the edge, which they can't back that far anyway. But so yeah, so I got this pile that was just dumped, and then there's like a little piece of a pile, but I'm having to leave that because if I don't, they'll keep dumping up against that clean dirt, this topsoil, and they keep making a mess. So anyway, so that's that. But yeah, I've been like nonstop 4 hours. I hadn't even got to take a drink of water or anything. But yeah, Dozer's doing good. It's earning its keep over here, that's for sure. It'd be nice to have that 51 over here, but this thing's definitely doing the job. It's just slowing me down because I'm having to slope it and put it up, push it uphill instead of break it, doze it flat or kind of off an embankment or whatever. And then this morning, the drivers dumped 3 loads back there. I called the owner and asked him if he wanted them to switch it up and dump back there. He said no, so I'm not sure why they dumped it back there. I'm just gonna spread it out since there's already grass back there. I'm not gonna try to doze it from there all the way over here, because that'll take a while. So I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, it's going good. And again, I've got 5 of those other trucks, one of the blue trucks, which I was thinking I was gonna have 5 of them, and then our truck just finished up with the boulders, hauling for our buddy, so he'll be back. I think he said he was loading himself right now because our operator's at lunch. So yeah, that's where we're at. But I'm gonna stop, eat my little what do you call those things? Tuna to go packs or whatever. Try to do something healthier than a burger. Yeah, one of these things. I like those little things. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're gonna get full off of it, but you know, they're okay. So I'm gonna do this, down a Mountain Dew, get a little caffeine in my system, but that's it. And I drove this truck today so I could get some fuel, because like I said, that Dozer was empty. And then this dent right here, we bought this truck new in 17, and I hadn't had this thing. I don't know if y'all can see that. Like, this door is creased, and then it creased to here. I had a guy sideswipe me at a traffic light, and we pulled over, and he said, yeah, he apologized and all this stuff. But when the state troopers got out there, he blamed it on me and said I come over on him. And in the end, this guy didn't have any insurance. It was his girlfriend's grandma's car. I don't know. It was a mess. The cop could tell right away we weren't at fault. And I tried to avoid the guy. I went to go swerve to the left because he was in like this lane here to my right, and I went to go swerve left to avoid him, but they had one of those concrete areas with like flowers in it or whatever, and I would have caused more problems if I would have tried to avoid it. So anyway, but that's that. So but yeah, right after every time, and then we have a brand we just bought my dad just bought a new GMC pickup truck, and one of our drivers, it was an automatic truck, our driver, but he put the truck in park, so he said, and it rolled and smashed the side of this brand new truck. I mean, this truck didn't have 1,000 miles on it, and basically caved this door in on, well, the driver's side, and caught it right here, so the quarter panel up here is messed up too. So it doesn't do you good to have anything new. Like, if you have a personal vehicle, I won't waste your money on it. Work trucks is kind of a necessary evil because, you know, you run them so much. But anyway, I'll quit rambling. But yeah, let me eat my lunch. I'm gonna hop back in the Dozer and get back to work. Fred's here dumping. I meant to get him pulling in, but I was busy getting the other truck backed in over here. Now I'm getting them to dump side by side. I'm just kind of backing up so they can keep everything in line. If not, they'll back wherever they feel like it. There he goes. Well, I like that truck. I think I've got all these guys understanding, like, so they're backing up now about, you know, to the toe of the slope. And for those of y'all that run dump trucks and maybe not the equipment, we're not trying to be picky when we tell you to back up a little bit more. It just, you'd be surprised. Yeah, these machines push dirt pretty good, but you'd be surprised how aggravating it is when you have to, if they would have dumped this pile like right there where it's pusher axle at, just that little extra is aggravating to have to push. It slows us down, and we try to get ready for the next truck rolling in. So just keep that in mind. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some operators that are ornery, but you know, if we all work together, we'll get this thing done and not cause any problems, hopefully. Yeah, good looking trucks. I think they said they got 13 of those 880s. Some of them are setback axle. That was a set forward axle, meaning the front tire is even with about the bumper. They don't turn as good as a setback, but And their trucks have those bed vibrators, which is nice for this stuff because it's kind of like a sandy, sticky topsoil. He's still got a fair amount in his bed. He knows he's been backing up, having to slam it again. There you go. Them vibrators are nice. They're a little annoying. Alrighty, I'm gonna get pushing. What I'm doing now is this pile is getting pretty far out in their yard, and it's getting near that pile of red dirt behind me. So I cut out a little area on the side, and I've got room for, it's only one truck wide, but they can back in there, and I'm gonna start, it'll be a lot easier to push it too because it's more level until I start building up the hill. Because I've got that crusher run right there, or like washout from concrete trucks, I guess. That's right there. So I've got room to get between that and the pile. So as they dump, which I had it level, but I think it's a little unlevel where he's at. He's a little closer to the pile. But that way we don't have to work as hard to push the dirt. That void would eat up a lot of it. So that's my thinking behind that. Because I'm just getting too far out in the yard and I'm having to push this stuff straight. This is level. That's the grade. So that just shows you how steep that is. So anyway, alright, let me get this pushed off. Alright, so this is what we got. We're it's probably 3 o'clock right now in the afternoon. So I got this slicked up pretty nice. Like I said, don't critique me too hard. I'm not a dozer guy, but not too bad for a rookie. But got it slicked up, kind of tracked it side to side because when they were dumping the dirt, they were dumping too much like on one side. So this side was getting bigger, so I kind of cut it and just kind of pushed it and slicked it up a little bit. So that's looking good. Like I said, those is doing good. And then over here, I can't remember now if I already filmed this or not. I'm not too good at this video stuff. Anyway, I cut this out right here because all this was grass right here, and they said we could dump here. So I cut out the side of this bank. That way I'm not pushing uphill so much. And we're about even. We're a little bit in from the slopes. I can push a little more off to the side. Don't want to go too far because supposedly there's a creek somewhere down there. I don't know how close it is because as you can see, it's all bamboo and stuff. And then I got the crusher run. I'm probably 12 feet above that grass down there. So I just want to get this little, probably won't happen today. We only got a couple more hours, only got 5 trucks running. So that's probably, I don't know, maybe 15 more loads. I kind of fill this section in right here. And then after that, we'll have to start kind of pushing back up this hill and stuff. But yeah, it's looking good. I wish I could film being in the dozer for you guys, but it's too aggravating. And like I said, I don't do the GoPro stuff anymore. Editing takes too long, and I have 4 kids, and I don't want to fool with all that. So this is what you get. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Hopefully the guy that owns the property is happy with it. It's where he wanted the dirt, but I'm kind of running out of room. You can see where the red dirt's at. I'm getting close to it. You know, I don't know what to do about that. But yeah, and so tomorrow I got Fred. He's going to Clemson University. Oh, here comes another truck in. I'm going to hop in the dozer. That way I don't get run over. But so I got Fred going to Clemson University tomorrow to haul out some concrete. They're doing some demo at the university. He's gonna be hauling concrete. Got another driver gonna be running on our other truck, hauling this dirt to this job. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be done with this because we really need to get on our demos. There he is backing in. Yeah, they're doing good. I'm trying to get it where they've got, oh, I don't want them to get too close to that edge, because that guy, he does okay, but he don't really pay too much attention to what he's doing. He's close to that edge, and that shoulder's kind of soft over there. Anyway. Oh God, we got oh, so I got another blue truck coming in. I don't think that truck they must have just released to us, because the other one I believe was a Peterbilt, and there's a Mack. So I guess they released us another truck. So I'm gonna get off here, that way I can direct them, because I think this is their first load here. I'll catch y'all, probably catch y'all at the end of the day and show y'all final shot for today. All right, here we are, end of the day. Had a pretty good day. Asked one of the drivers, the guy I've been talking with a good bit. He, of course I could talk with our operator, but he thinks they probably got like 40, 50 loads left. So just Elite Truck and that company, they should be able to finish it with their trucks. But what I'm doing is they had all this like washout concrete, and then there's like this void right here, and then there's a creek down here. So I'm just kind of expanding this out. Honestly, I hope they don't mind, because I'm kind of running out of room where he wants it, because we don't want to fill this area up right here. So, and this drop off, that's the creek down there, somewhere kind of over here. So, but yeah, that's that. I sloped this rock a little bit. It's got some big chunks of concrete in it. That way when the truck's back up, it's not like a straight drop off. They're not going to drive on that, but if they go backing up and the ground gets a little soft right here tomorrow, at least they'll have this, not just a drop off like it was. But yeah, so I'm happy with it turned out. Hopefully we'll get all this dirt out of there tomorrow, minus whatever else we cut out to get finished grade. Letting the machine cool down. But yeah, that's it. So won't complain about that. We had a good day today. So I will, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys, I guess we'll catch you tomorrow.